Good morning, beloved darlings. Here I am en natural in the midst of my frenzied packing as I take down my entire life to move on to a brand new adventure. I'm excited. I can't wait to see you at my event. If you are local, please do everything you can to come see the event. If not, if you're not in the area, you can't make it, just get in touch with me. We'll see what we can do. I want to give hugs to as many people as possible. But what I want to do this morning is share with you just a very short cutting of the story that I'll be telling. $5 a ticket, darlings. Theater in this town is $12 to $25 for an hour to 2 hours worth of live performance. I'm giving you $5 because that's what I need. And I want to make this available to everyone. So bring your children, bring your grandchildren, bring your cousins, your uncles and aunts and your friends. Bring everyone. Come and see this show and enjoy the story of the last poinsettia, written and performed by me. I wrote this story for my sons. After I had to go home for 2 years to recover and heal from broken marriage and broken soul and shattered life and all that dreck, I came back to the States. And at the time, I didn't have enough money to buy Christmas presents for my children. But what I do have, silver and gold have I none. But such story gifting I have, and I want to share it with you. So I wrote this story for my 3 sons. They actually make appearances, or their fairy versions make appearances. But right now I just want to share a little story. It's about the last poinsettia. It's about a little beggar girl who has a very great destiny. And she gets discovered by St. Nicholas, which is the name for Father Christmas in the Travell Storyverse. So let me share with you just the beginning of this particular chapter called The Seeking of St. Nicholas. He prowled through the streets, cloaked and in disguise. Colored lights and fancy bells tinkled merrily in the freezing wind. The well-dressed children skipped along the cobblestones, bearing their heavy burdens of holly and mistletoe to decorate the grand staircases, carved doorways, and lusty fireplaces. Their pace quickened in the sleet, as they couldn't wait to shut the door on the snow and warm their noses sniffing marshmallow-laden mugs of hot chocolate. A puddle of mush splashed up from under one of the shiny shoes and splattered the half-starved cat that spat and hissed after the passing gaiety. The alley cat slunk under a fence and disappeared into the junkyard beyond, where a quick and dirty hand snatched the bony piece of fur as it scratched and clawed at the air. "Shh, kitty, shh," her petite voice crooned softly. The bag of bones stilled and hung limp as a newborn in its mamma's mouth. The bony girl drew it close and rubbed her nose against the muddy softness. His purring echoed against rough paint-peeling walls of neighboring backyards, and she cuddled the kitty, picking her way barefoot, tiptoeing between the broken bottles, rusty cans, and spare tires that littered the way. The cloaked Travell followed the little girl, slinking from shadow to shadow in the dark night. That raggedy girl disappeared behind a heavy curtain hanging in the doorway of a rusting cement truck. The cloaked one drew closer to spy on her. He peeked through a crack in the rusted wall and lingered at the sight. "Good, kitty. Are you thirsty, little one?" It mewed pitifully. She petted him and placed a cracked saucer on the dusty wooden floor and poured out barely a tablespoonful of milk that was so watered down it was practically clear. The kitty lapped at it so hard it was gone in 3 seconds and looked up expectantly and mewed pitifully again. "That's all there is, pretty kitty," she nuzzled him. And there's more to come. So this is the beginning of how St. Nicholas found a little girl who had a greater destiny than anybody could believe. And I cannot wait to share more of it with you. So come join me on June 22nd, and we'll have a fun time. I'll have some artwork up as well. If anything speaks to you, I'd love for you to share it. I really need to sell a lot of my artwork. One, because, you know, I'd like the money. Well, I'd need the money, actually. And there's more information about that specifics. We're trying to raise at least $2,000 to cover my first 3 months of living expenses, because currently I live my life in a barter lifestyle, so I don't actually have cashy money of my own. But if you would love to help, I would greatly appreciate it. $2,000 for 3 months for me. I'm pretty inexpensive in my tastes. I won't say the other way around. Anyway, can't wait to see you there. I look forward to it. Come and see what it is that St. Nicholas found in a little girl and meet her fun companions. 3 leaf fae, 1 leprechaun, and a sprite. By the way, it is a fun kid story, but boys will like this one too. And men and women. It's for everyone, all the family. Love you. Mwah. Can't wait to see you and connect with you. Bye-bye.